When I'm in a calorie deficit, I usually stay around 800, 900 calories.
No, you don't, and I'll explain why in just a second, but this is a perfect example of how these women say, I'm eating 900 calories and I can't lose weight. Calorie deficit doesn't work for me. When in reality, they're not eating 900 calories. They're actually eating a lot more than they think they are, like double.
Kellogg's bar, so I had a ice cream, 270 calories.
I think you know where this is going, but first I need to thank you for reminding me how uncommon having common sense really is.
Potatoes, peas, chicken, eggs, and like a shit ton of mayo. And I'm gonna eat that with some of these bread. Okay, toasted bread. I piled it on.
So not only are you irresponsible for promoting disordered eating habits, you're also completely oblivious to the fact that you're simultaneously eating double of what you're reporting, at the very least.
Because this is really fat, you know? Because I'm really watching how much of it I'm eating.
Alright, so I took all the foods we watched her eat and I plugged them into MacroFactor. I tried to be as conservative as possible, and as you can see up at the top, we are nowhere near 900 calories. But let's move on. So I put 1 medium potato, probably she ate more than that, 50 grams of low-fat mayonnaise, you know there was no low-fat anything involved, 2 large eggs, 3 medium slices of French bread. I personally counted about 5 or 6. Maybe there was more off camera, who knows? The Kellogg's bar, and then the ice cream bar. And as you can see at the very top, we're pretty close to 1,350 calories. And again, I was very conservative. I would estimate over 1,500 calories very easily. Which is perfectly fine. Not everybody knows how to properly track calories, but you know what you're doing. You're deliberately spreading a harmful message, and I'm here to teach you a lesson.
Another one. Here's the thing about being in a calorie deficit.
As your train wreck of a video goes on, it becomes more and more apparent that you're just as bad at comprehending something as simple as a calorie deficit as you are at estimating your calories.
You're gonna lose your weight slower. But when you lose the weight, it's actual weight loss. That means if you do eat something like this where you have a bad day, it won't affect your progress.
I genuinely don't know how to translate that into something that makes sense.
When you're in a calorie deficit, the second half of this piece of the bread left, but I'm so contentful. I'm not gonna finish it. 7 p.m. and that's what I'm gonna eat for the rest of the day. Nothing. I'm gonna let my body go into a fasting state till tomorrow, and then I would do it all over again. You put your knife and fork down before you feel full, you're most likely in a calorie deficit.
Well, that was the worst advice I've ever heard. In order to create a calorie deficit, you need to take in less calories than it takes to maintain your current body composition. And while you can do that while eating highly caloric foods like she did, you most likely will never feel full, which would make it harder to stay in a calorie deficit. But one thing's for certain, eating 900 calories for a full-grown adult is just a stupid thing to do. So just a quick recap, since you didn't eat 900 calories, what did you actually do?
I ate like shit ton of food.